The conclusion is, we don't actually know what they could be. They could be this pair, the bad guys, the cuttlefish idols, or any of the old in-game idols. Which would be kind of sad, but it would be understandable. At least to about 5 people. Or the devs could just create a new group entirely. I can explain. Quick heads up, this video is completely unscripted. I really didn't want to take up time out of my day to make the script. I really just wanted to get this video out, but since I don't really want to rush videos, since, that'd be pretty stupid, I decided to give this unscripted video just as much editing as all the scripted videos. Anyway, in early February, a Nintendo Direct was announced, and given that Splatoon 3 was, pretty big, everyone and their grandma expected to see it there. So, on February 8th, the day before the Direct, I decided to post a video that had been sitting in my camera roll for a while, just collecting dust and fermenting like kimchi. It's titled A Video About Splatoon 3's Idol Group, and in it, I discussed what we could be seeing, or who we could be seeing, as the idols. My selections were this pair, the bad guys, Koi Cows, or a completely new idol group. Or Squid Sisters and Off the Hook, but that was pretty unlikely. I even decided to spin a wheel before today's Nintendo Direct to see who it will pick. Oh, okay. However, February 9th was not the day. I mean, sure, the Splatoon accounts did post some news here and there, and Off the Hook came back and there was that god-awful English translation of Splatoon base. But still, the idols were nowhere in sight. Suddenly, on August 8th, 2022, a glimmer of hope shined in the darkness. It really isn't that serious, but listen, okay, this is important. That glimmer of hope? A Nintendo Direct, which will be taking place on the 10th of August, on a Wednesday. Over in the ET time zone, it'd be taking place at 8 o'clock. Over in the PT time zone, it would be taking place at 6 in the morning. Way earlier than I get up. And with all of that info in mind, I am asking you to guess what time zone I live in. It was around 10 p.m. when I set the alarms. It was Tuesday. I set one for 5, and I set one for 5:30. Eventually, I fell asleep. And then, I woke up at exactly 5 in the morning. So, the first alarm worked, even when I thought it wouldn't. I decided to do nothing until 5:30. Sure, I was still excited, but there was no reason for me to be getting ready just so far from what I was actually getting ready for. Somewhere around 5:40, I decided to sit down, put my Mac in front of me, do some little recordings to make sure my built-in mic was working because my Mac is slower than molasses. And I sat. And I waited. Then came the reveal of the idols. And this was big. This had to be big. By default, the idols were very important in every game. Even if they weren't featured in hero mode, there was still a lot of fan art for them. They'd be managing the Splatfest. They'd be saying funny things, bantering back and forth, hosting the news, things like that. So, with all that in mind, out of all the options you wanted and all the options I've said, who do you think we got? Hello? I'm not gonna drink. Who are these two? Oh? You see who I put money on? You see who I put money on? That's a power Ta-da! It's Deep Cut. Surprisingly, reactions were actually kind of mixed. People liked Shiver, and people liked Big Man. But then there was Fry. And Fry was where the mixed reactions came in. Because of. Well, it's pretty obvious just looking at her. And I also made a joke about how she'd be the next Pearl, so I really don't think I have to explain anything. All in all, good direct. We've also got the Splatfest World Premiere coming up as another preparation for Splatoon 3 being on the horizon. It is rock, paper, and scissors, since Deep Cut is the first idol group to consist of 3 members. So that's fun. Not only that, but if you want to play it, even if you don't have a Nintendo Switch Online account, you can still get a code, which lets you get a 7-day free trial. It must be redeemed at a certain date, but for anybody who redeems it, even if they, again, don't have an NSO account, they can play it, free of charge. See you on September 9th. Or whenever the test fire comes out, I guess. Also, we studied the blade! We did it, everybody! We studied the blade! We did it!